Hey everyone, Wes here for Family Gamer TV with some news about the Nintendo Wii and 3DS versions of Skylanders Superchargers. When we spoke to the president of Vicarious Visions, the developer of the game, previously, they said we were going to get a complimentary experience on both Wii and 3DS. Well, it turns out that experience is going to be called Skylanders Superchargers Racing. So this is very much a different game to what you get on the other consoles, including the Wii U. And we can see from the starter pack this brand new title for these versions of the game. But not only that, if you look at the original pack and then compare it to these packs, the picture in the background is quite different too. You can see on the Superchargers Racing pack, we see a racetrack in the background and every character in a vehicle all ready to go, all competing against one another. Of course, we got the Amiibos in there as well, because these are the special Nintendo starter packs, and each one comes with one of these Amiibo Skylanders Superchargers. But it's really interesting to find out that this game is likely going to be a pure racing game. We don't even know if there will be any on-foot gameplay, or whether it will all take place in the vehicles. We'd like a bit of both, but we have a sneaky suspicion this might just be a Skylanders kart racer, and we've spoken previously about how that might come to Skylanders in the future. Well, it seems now that because of the demands placed on the regular game and the performance required from the latest consoles, that they can no longer bring that type of game to the Wii or the 3DS. Hopefully though, this supercharged racing game will be a much better fit. However, there's a few more things we should look at on these starter packs. There's a couple of characters and vehicles that we've not seen before. So we can see here that there's two characters that we've seen before returning, obviously in those new reimagined versions. This time, first up, Eruptor. So if we take a close-up look at Eruptor, he's riding some kind of volcanic lava-based bike. Got great exhaust coming out the back, these fiery wheels, and he's a bit of a biker, proper biker with a rebel helmet on there with the spikes coming out the top. No doubt there's a bit of a leather cut that he's wearing. So a nice reimagining of Eruptor that'll be quite different to how we've seen him before. I don't remember ever seeing Eruptor in clothes for a start. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think he's always been pretty, well, we could call him nude. But here he is in clothing for the first time, I think. I did wonder how they were going to handle him in a vehicle with him not having any fingers, but it seems like the handlebars just kind of fit into his fiery hands. Now, what kind of mods might we get for Eruptor on that bike? Well, I'll let you speculate in the comments, but I'm sure whatever happens, it's going to look super cool. Really, really cool. Now, on this pack, which we're looking at the moment, so this is the 3DS pack, you also get the Bowser Amiibo Supercharger. And check out our previous videos on that. So this is a figure that can work as an Amiibo or a Supercharger with a little twist of the base to switch between the two. And you've got Bowser with his hammer, and titled as Hammer Slam Bowser, and his Clown Cruiser. Now there's some really cool mods to that Clown Cruiser that turn it into the kind of flying pirate ship that we've seen in the Mario games. But we don't want to talk about Amiibos, we want to talk about our returning Skylanders. And you can see in the other vehicle here, we've got Roller Brawl. So we've got an undead element character here to go along with Fiesta. And check out our videos on Fiesta, the other undead supercharger, the new one. This one obviously a returning character, reimagined, kind of skull headpiece there. We don't know what the rest of Roller Brawl is going to look like, but driving this bone-like off-road vehicle, which I think, if I've seen correctly in some of the other videos, in the trailer perhaps, it shows it with some mods that turn it into like a monster truck. So that's going to be pretty cool. Massive engine there on the front. Now if we look back at the Wii U pack, you'll see things are a little bit different. You can see that there's no sign of a racetrack on the front of this box. This is the standard Skylanders Superchargers starter pack, except with Donkey Kong Amiibo and his vehicle of choice. So Donkey Kong is turbocharged Donkey Kong, wearing a kind of banana coloured suit, and he's got a cool vehicle to drive as well. the Barrel Blaster. Now the vehicle's the tech element and Donkey Kong is the life element. Interesting that we got 2 life superchargers in the pack there, but don't fret because there are no elemental gates this time in the game whatsoever. You can also see in the background of this pack there's Hurricane Jetvac on his vehicle and Splat. So this is one of the new superchargers, a very kind of goat-like character. We don't yet know what that vehicle's called, perhaps the Battering Ram. But if you've got suggestions, leave them in the comments. We'd love to know what you think that vehicle's called. The character's apparently called Splat. Strange name perhaps? What would you have called her? So there's our brief look at the differences between the Nintendo versions of the starter pack and the Skylanders Superchargers Racing version. We don't have any gameplay for you at the moment, but as soon as we get it, we'll showcase that to you here on the channel. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that future content and anything else related to Skylanders and all the other good stuff we've got here on the channel. But that's it for today. Stay tuned for more from Family Gamer TV.